Real quick, this podcast is based on my own research, my perspective, and the stories I was able to dig up. So I might not have every detail, but a lot of this shit, yeah, it really did happen. So y'all don't come for me. Oh, and I need to warn y'all. Some episodes include violent crimes, rape, homicide, and crimes against children. So listener discretion is advised. They say Florida's all sunshine, beaches, and palm trees. But we know different. This ain't tourist Florida. This the truth. From Duval to Dade. Because down here, Florida ain't sweet.
It be large.
All right. Y'all, we back with another one. It's your girl Punkin, and I'm here with my co-host.
It's your boy Dale.
So today, the episode is going to be called No Witness, No Case.
No face, no case.
No witness, no case. So we also, I just want to put it out there, we got a live studio audience just in case you hear some commentary in the background. Because, hey, you never know what goes down around here. So this time, y'all, Dale said that he was going to drive. So we ain't going to get in the box Chevy, put it to the side. I ain't put no gas in it. So we going to ride with him. So what we riding in today?
The Skylark.
The who?
Buick Skylark. We riding in the Skylark. What you mean?
All right.
What you
Long as we
mean?
get there. You know where we going? You don't.
No,
We taking a long ride today.
that's okay.
You know where we going?
We swap. We can
Panama
ride.
City.
Ooh, that's too long, boy. We might need to get into play. You don't know, boy. Panama
We
City.
going to Panama City.
You could drive damn near past Atlanta to get to Panama City from here. Panama City? Man, that's a terrible drive.
But today we're going to talk about someone named Michael Harrison Hunt. Now, Michael Harrison Hunt was born on June 1st, 1965. He a Gemini. And if you believe in them two sides, this story going to make you think twice. So let's get into it. Hunt's childhood, it was filled with a lot of loss. His father died of a heart attack when he was 7 years old.
Damn.
His father also ran a nightclub, and he had 11 children by a bunch of different women.
You better not say 13, because you sound like you was about to say a crazy number. Make me not even believe the whole story. You'll put all that on that man. Them wasn't the man's babies.
11 kids, 13
And
women.
65, they just put it on the club on him.
But the thing is, his daddy didn't interact much with him.
What my dear brother say, we got to call Dana.
The only thing like him and his daddy had in common was fishing.
You know how many niggas fish? Excuse my language, I don't mean to call nobody a nigga. You know how many dudes in this world fish? That ain't nothing to have in common. So you ain't look like your daddy. You ain't walk like your daddy. You ain't talk like your daddy. You not smart like your daddy. You just like to fish like every other dude on the creek. I'm going to let you keep going.
But maybe-
he had a rough life.
It was like 11 of them, so maybe they had like a common characteristic. Because, you know, they be like, you know, them Hunts, boy, they all got this, or they all got that. So, I don't know. Maybe it was.
Yeah, sometimes all the kids that growed up in the house is about retarded because the people who raised them is. Not that they all come from the same people. Boy, you know what I'm saying? Your environment will dictate some shit. It ain't got to be the sperm you come from.
We ain't even got to it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He might be sane.
He might be a good dude. I don't even know nothing about dude. I'm just saying.
We gonna get further into it. So his daddy died, and his sister Wanda, who later would testify that they tried to make up for what he lost. She said they was a close-knit family. Now, but life keep on hitting, because when he was 12 years old, his family home and the nightclub burned down on the same night. 3 years later, at 14.
Did they live at the nightclub? Or was the buildings connected?
With the nightclub, you know, that's how they made their money.
Oh, no.
It wasn't connected, no.
What I'm asking is, were they at the same location?
No. So you know it was going down. So
Okay.
they didn't get into that. We don't know
Okay.
who had what on what.
Okay.
But 3 years later, he was 14 years old, and his mama died of stomach cancer.
Damn, little homie.
Before that, she had been working as a teacher during the daytime and running the nightclub at night. And she left like the older sister to run the household. So basically, now that his mama and his daddy gone, he went to live with Wanda, his sister. and her husband. Now, they ran a recreation center, and it was...
What's Wanda's husband's name?
I don't know Wanda's husband's name.
We gonna call him Willie.
Well, this all we're gonna talk about is Wanda and Willie. That's gonna be it. That's it in the story.
How we gonna have a whole story with a mystery man? So I'm sorry, mystery man, but your name tonight is Willie.
Well,
I can't just remember little Carlito.
You gotta name everybody.
Yeah, Big Willie.
Okay. Well, Wanda. Him and
Wanda.
They raised.
You can't marry a Wanda Michael. Without being a Big Willie.
They don't raise Michael.
Okay.
Now, up until his adulthood. But Wanda said that Michael did good in school. He was raised to know right from wrong. He was exposed to different forms of trauma, but he was never given a chance to process it. So it sounded like he needed a little bit of counseling or something, and they just ain't put him in no...
Wait. How is he a good kid in school? He good. But he been exposed to a little bit of trauma.
But his mama and his daddy
You breezing over some shit. Okay, yeah. That ain't no little bit of trauma. That's real deal trauma.
He probably needed some help.
That ain't no little bit.
No.
You already combing over.
Because he under 18.
But let's proceed.
We'll keep going. So after high school, Michael joined the U.S. Army. We don't know the exact dates, but it was between 1983 and 1987, and he rose to the rank of Sergeant E5. I don't know the ranks because
they gotta start at 0 or 1, and then he went up to 5.
He went up to Sergeant E5.
So he leveled up, 4 or 5 times. You know what I'm saying? At least, so he was doing something right. You know what I'm saying? He was climbing the ladder. I ain't never been in, but. We just gonna use some common sense. I could be wrong. I'll look this shit up later.
Right now, we in between 1983 and 1987.
Okay. Yeah.
But now we're gonna go to 1990.
Okay.
We're gonna skip a few years. He was stationed in New Jersey. During this time, he was convicted by an Army General Court Martial for rape. He received a dishonorable discharge. You know, that's the most severe punishment you can get under the United General Court Martial Justice. He stripped all of his military benefits. He served time in military prison, and he was released on probation. And after he was released on probation, he had to register as a sex offender.
He should have been one of Epstein homeboys. He would have been in the files. He would have been protected.
He didn't get the memo. He probably the email probably missed him.
Going, you know what I'm saying? All you had to do is hit your boy up, Jeff. That's what he was. He was the get out of jail card. He still is, even in his death.
He didn't know.
Get niggas out of jail.
He didn't know. If he'd have known, he would have did better.
Boy.
But you know that conviction would later become a major factor in what's going to proceed to happen.
He's already a rapist.
Yeah, he's already labeled. He's supposed to be he's a labeled sex offender.
As a dude, you know what I'm saying? You suspect. You can't never really come back from that, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, how I'm going to go out with you, what they call it, we on a 2-man, and I'm in the other room with my chick, and you in the room, and now I hear screaming and stuff. Oh, come on, dog.
you already labeled. Man, this ain't going to work out.
Come on, man.
So at this point, he has to leave the military. He don't have no benefits. Like, everything he went in the military for is pretty much pointless at this point, because he done lost everything.
Yeah, because, yes, you should. That's what happens.
So after he leave the military, he pursued a career in rapping. His niece testified that his community involvement...
Man, hold up. We don't need no rapist rappers. Like, that's what you think is a good plan B?
Rapist rap.
No. What are you doing? Nope. No, thank you. We don't want to play them.
Is that not a genre, rapist rap?
No, it's not. It's not.
So bad.
It's not. It better not be.
I hope not. And I condemn all you niggas that's out here subscribing to this rapist rap
I want to be a rapper. What you finna rap about?
Rape.
Exactly. And being in the army.
Yeah, it don't make sense.
Like, man, you ain't got no good songs.
But his niece testified that his community involvement and rap he performed for the recreation center, you know, that he was heavily involved in with Wanda and Big Willie, you know, it made an impact on the youth. He was trying to get back to the community.
Sound like he was preying on some little girls.
And they didn't say.
I'm gonna tell you what I think. That's what I say. I'm not gonna say what they say.
But you might be on to something. Because after this, Wanda and Big Willie, they didn't keep in frequent contact with him. Now we're gonna move right along. Not much going on up until 2002. 2002 was my year.
The next time you ask me to get in the car, we finna get in one of my buckets. Cause we gonna run one of these niggas over before this shit over with. Keep going.
Hey, but no kids.
We ain't finna mess up the Skylock. But next time, we finna get in the roller.
Ain't no
we
kids
finna get
dying
in.
this
We
one.
finna get in. We finna get in the 97 Toyota Corolla. And we finna
Not
boop, skirt. Boop, boop, skirt.
I forgot to put it out there because you said you didn't want to do no more kids. It ain't no kids in this one. No kids died.
There ain't no kids, but you didn't put me on a rapist. All right, let's go.
Somebody got to go to jail.
I mean, but dang. Let's go to jail a different way. Not like this.
This is unfortunately how it goes down.
Man, this ain't sweet.
Florida ain't sweet. In 2002, Hillsborough County, that's over in Tampa, they found his DNA on a 16-year-old girl's jeans.
See? I'm going to tell you like this. Anybody that's extra eager to work with the youth, I'm going to look at you sideways. I need to see where your ambition at. I need to see what you really motivated with.
And I know some people like that. I don't want to call nobody names because you know them personally, but that nigga kept getting in trouble and about being around teenage girls. It was like real suspect. And somebody sent me a DM how you know this man? And I was like, hey man, we was in the same little group or whatever. And then I was like, she was like, you ever notice that he's always around teenage girls? I was like, I did, but I tried to, maybe I turned a blind eye to it. But when she called it out, now I can't turn a blind eye to it no more. Now I really want to know why this nigga is around all these teenage girls. But at this point, from my understanding, he can't be around them no more.
Okay, my first opinion, mentally retarded. You never matured past the age, the mindset that can even kiki and get along with nothing beyond a little fucking girl. You cannot be attracted to nothing beyond that. Man, you a fucking retard, dude.
And this little girl said, this 16-year-old girl said that she met him at the mall and followed him to his car. And he forced her to have oral sex. He forced oral sex on her. And then, a jury acquitted him of it.
I hate for that to happen. But to all the women of the world, if a man forces you to have oral sex, try to bite his dick off. Give the prosecutors and everybody else all the evidence in the world that some stuff was going on that you didn't want to go on. I'm talking about try to take it with you. Bring it back as evidence. That's what I'm going to tell my little girl. I'm sorry. I know it's kind of repulsive and disgusting, but man.
I mean, I don't disagree with you.
Man.
Because it's oral.
Since you want to go there, all right.
And now we're going to move on to 2010. And we're going to call this the Big Mike case. So on November 27, 2010.
Wait. November 27, 2010. Do we got a counter going for all the incidences?
I'm leading up to the main point.
I said that all wrong. All the incidents.
We got to talk about all the things in between.
But we need a counter. Ding, ding, ding. You know how many times you done hit me off? Ding, ding.
The man got... He got a lot of shit going on.
Okay, all right.
You gotta...
November.
You gotta get into some of the things he did prior to this in order for his sentence and everything that goes along with it to make sense. Because clearly, he's not wrapped too tight.
We haven't even gotten to what he's actually charged with. Are we still with the rape?
No, the rape was only one thing.
Yeah, we
now
passed
we on
that.
a whole nother incident.
We don't even know why he made the episode. These are just the supporting details to say this is the type of person we dealing with.
Right.
All right.
Right. Because you already got the military.
Yeah.
You got the 16-year-old girl with the jeans.
They'll let anybody in the military.
Damn. No. Because they wouldn't let one of the kids that we have in because they had ADHD.
Well, I mean...
That's what they told him. I don't know. He wasn't going no damn way.
I mean,
because he had already told him that.
That's the military in the 2020s. We talking about the military in 1980 something.
They just take anybody.
Yeah.
So the
First
military
of all,
was for the
ADHD really wasn't a thing back then.
You're right.
It wasn't a thing for rich people back then. Early 80s.
So how they got the Adderall? What you had to say? You was crazy. No, they was giving kids Ritalin.
This is just my speculation. But I ain't hear about ADHD like that.
I didn't hear about it until we were adults.
I didn't know about nothing even related until they had that Cosby episode and Theo had dyslexia. I ain't even know what that was. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real? That's not just TV, mama?
No, it's a thing.
She like, no, that's real, baby. I'm like, I thought that was just TV. You told me don't believe in TV.
Like, Martin, it ain't no umbilical cord.
No, it's just TV.
This is TV.
It's just TV. Yeah. It's just TV.
In 2010, November 27, 2010, it got to be somewhere around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, November 27th is definitely around Thanksgiving.
So police received a disturbance call near Adamo Drive and North 78th Street. Deputy Caleb Johnson responded. The victim said she met a man known as Big Mike at the In-Town Suites. He told her to put on a dress, convinced her to go to his car, and forced her into a sex act. She later said he told her, "I'll take care of you if you take care of me." She met him through a friend who worked for him, and he said that the friend told her that she was gonna get paid to hang out with rich people.
Yeah, Big Mike was tricking. All of this sounds like, what's the name of the hotel?
In-Town Suites.
Yeah, all of this sounds like a back page list crawler special.
So I gotta put the song in the back page asshole. $20 for the
I thought it was $40 for the
$40 for 2 hours. Then I go. We gotta go back.
I don't know. We gotta look it up. But I know he said she ain't take no shower. I know that's a fact. She ain't bathed. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't even think the bitch jumped in the shower.
Yeah. She ain't bathed. That's the picture that you're painting right now.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It sounds like that's what he is trying to level up to. Because I don't even think he had got on that page. She referred to him as Big Mike. Big Mike. Not you know that's Big Willie's son. See, remember? You know Big Willie, Big Mike. Big Mike was raised by Big Willie. But that's another story.
Okay, then.
The thing is, the problem with this was the rape kit wasn't tested until 2015, and then it matched his DNA from 2002. And that posed an issue because the statute of limitations had expired. So, you only have, I think it's like 5 years or whatever amount of years to put it in. Why did they wait so long? It was a backlog.
Wait.
DNA does not get tested like it do in 30 minutes on the TV shows.
No, it don't get tested in 30 minutes. But you're trying to tell me that the backlog of DNA testing goes beyond the statute of limitation?
It did. They don't look at that.
That's crazy to me.
You got 5 years to enter it.
You got 5
years to enter the DNA into the system. Now, had the DNA been already into, I want to say...
How long did it take for them to send off the rape kit to get tested for DNA?
They more than likely
these are the
put
questions.
it in 2010.
I don't know. But these are questions that I would like to ask. If I was the rape victim or a family or member of the rape victim, how long did it take for you to send the fucking kit off? And how long did it take for the motherfucking kid to get back? You mean to fucking tell me
but
it take the statutes of limitations for you to get this shit back? This nigga, he was fucking with Epstein.
This could have been...
He was!
You got people that don't even report it. Because what's the point if you're not even going to test it?
How?
You ain't going to do nothing with it. You got all my shit just sitting here. You ain't going to do nothing.
No, we're going to do something with it. We're just going to wait until the clock expires.
At this point, when they did test it, the victim was like, I don't want to relive it.
So you think that we're really doing our job? You know what I'm saying? We're investigating this.
Apparently not.
All these years later. That's crazy.
She didn't want to relive it. She was over it. She said that...
She should be able to stay home.
No, they asked her to come in and testify. And she showed up, but she was like, the only reason why I'm here is so I don't get arrested. She pulled the old boy. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. Like, first of all, if the victim don't want to relive that type of situation, the state should pick it up and run with it. The state pick up all type of other crazy stuff
They do.
and run with it.
They do.
But then when it comes time to protect our little girls, they don't want to do nothing.
That's why you get more time for stealing some shit. You get more time from stealing a shirt from Macy's, damn near, than what these niggas get for raping somebody. A shirt that Macy's then got their money back. But like you said before, or like I've said before, that's another topic for another podcast. Because what they're saying is, without the victim's cooperation, prosecutors can't prove that he did anything. So the charges were ultimately dismissed. This is how they keep going because they don't ever get prosecuted for it.
And then if an angry father or somebody come and retaliate because the system's not doing their job, he'll get prosecuted with the full force of the city, the county, the state, everybody involved.
Everybody on it.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. You know what I'm saying? All of these documented occurrences, you know what I'm saying? Bing, 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 bing. And it's like, okay, y'all don't want to do nothing about this dude. I'm going to reach out and touch him.
He definitely
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sing him an old hymn.
What's the hymn? I probably shouldn't ask.
Reach out,
but I'm curious.
And touch somebody's hand.
Is it gonna make this world a better place?
Hey,
if
you can, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try because I'm gonna try to pop this top. I'm gonna say it when I do it, and when I hit the note, I'm gonna pull the trigger. It's gonna be on beat. I'm gonna pop his top in Jesus' name.
Well, life does catch up with him. So from 2013 to 2015, this is what we're going to talk about right now. This is the timeline we're in right now. From April 3rd, 2013 to June 1st, 2015.
You know, we started in the 80s.
That was when he joined the Army. We started in 1990.
Okay. I'm sorry.
1990 does not want you to refer to them as 80s babies. They 90s babies.
They're not 80s babies. Yeah.
They're just as nuts.
They're a little bit
90s baby.
They're a little bit. They're a little bit crazier, but that's another podcast for another topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up in a rough time, but the 90s babies, we don't talk about them no more. But them no crack babies. It's a whole generation of crack babies out here that's full grown adults, and we wonder what's wrong with the fucking world. They crack babies. You know how many crack babies you interact with in your adult life? Man.
I know that I'm dealing with crack babies because they kids ain't no smarter.
Not crack babies. You got some coke babies. It was a lot of functioning addictions going on.
Well, it worked out. Like, it ties in
because these kids, we lost. We got a whole generation that's lost. Let's get back to Big Mike crazy ass. I digress.
Big Mike.
I digress. Big Mike. But see, Big Mike too old to be a crack baby.
I don't think,
If he was born in the 90s.
1965.
Yeah, he was 1965. Then he was probably born off that boy.
I don't know what they had in 65.
That boy.
But
that hair on. You know what I'm saying? They had
that was like
that.
The 80s thing.
They called smack, baby. That was a long time ago. What you mean?
In the 70s.
Yeah, you remember? See, I gotta use the movie references. Dead presidents. You seen all the drugs we see? I told you I ain't never seen drugs in real life, but we seen it in Dead President.
Well, from April 3rd, 2013 to June 1st, 2015, Michael was in prison. They finally got his ass, but he was in prison for drug trafficking, grand theft, living off the earnings of a prostitute, forced labor and forced services by human trafficking, and victim 12 years and under physical force violation.
So Big Mike growed up to be a pimp.
It sounds like
that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Get up. When you said back page, he was trying to get to back page. So now he really got back page.
No, but he might have.
$20 for the low.
He got him. Come through. My hoes took a shower. Come through.
That's what he put on.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like to me. Now it sound like Big Mike pimping. I thought Big Mike was tricky.
No, he pimping. He trying to be a pimp out. He trying to, because it's levels.
See, the first time he went to jail, he was screaming from the car, "I need you to be in charge of the girls." And then what you say?
I am in charge of the girls.
No, you gotta say it like she said. I'm in charge now.
So in 2016,
you gonna hit the Delarice.
Right after he done got out now, because June 1st, 2015, he done got out. So in 2016, police said he threatened a woman with a gun because she confronted him about being in. She thought he was fucking with a neighbor's teenage daughter. So this ain't even like the mama. This the neighbor, and she went up to him and said something to him. Police investigated, and they went and talked to the girl, and the girl said that Michael had paid her $100 to have sex with him. A witness told police also that he would visit the girl's house all the time. He'll pick her up and all. And when the officers asked him, like, what happened? Like, where this girl came up with this story from? He was like, oh, no, she lying. He was arrested, after this investigation on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and unlawful sexual activity with a minor.
How did they charge him with assault with where did he assault?
Because remember, he threatened the neighbor who confronted him.
Oh, okay.
With the gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want nobody to be wrongly arrested.
No.
I mean, missed that
at
part.
At this point,
we gonna fry Big Mike ass for what he need to be fried for. But nobody needs to be wrongly arrested. But if he done pulled a pistol on the neighbor because the
neighbor just nosy. But hey, sometimes them nosy neighbors be.
He was recruiting, and he probably
she knew. She already
did pay her. He probably did pay her.
Give her them $100.
Yeah, because I gotta condition you to getting to understand. I don't know. I ain't never pimped nobody. But look, I'm gonna tell you, if I was trying to pimp something, you know what I'm saying?
The first thing, hearing about the numbers.
You got to get used to me paying you for this. The first thing you got to do is get used to sex being transaction, and that's it.
Definitely was transactional. She trying to say, so basically, like, even the neighbor saw it. The neighbor saw it from a long distance. Like, hey, this nigga be pulling up to the house. He be picking her up and everything. I think the nigga on some weirdo shit. I'm telling.
Thank God for those neighbors, but when I was a young dude and I was just trying to have some fun with my friends, I hated that nosy bitch. I'm telling you what. I skipped school or something. They come, soon as my mama come home from work, walk across the yard. He been home since 11:30. God damn it. Sit your ass down somewhere.
Damn it, Miss Florine.
But them people, them be the people that really be looking out for the community.
They do.
But I couldn't stand them when I was a youngin'.
But you can understand where it comes from now. So now it's 2018. Oh, well, by the way, he was arrested, but now he out on bond. And now we get to the meat and greet of the story. Like that. Maybe it's not the meat and grind of the story. Now it's 2018. So around 2017, remember he was released on bond in 2016. So in 2017, he met a 16-year-old girl. They refer to her as P.O. I don't like P.O., so I figured I'd wait for you to get her a name. Because P.O. just, I don't know what that stands for, maybe.
We're going to call her Pam Oliver.
Pam? Really?
Yeah, P.O. Pam Oliver.
But that's a long name.
No, it's her first name and her last name. We're going to call her Pam.
So, Pam with a B? I can't understand. Are you saying Pam or Pam with an N? Okay, so we gonna call her Pam.
I'm really offended right now. I want to know
I did
who in
graduate,
America
y'all.
puts a motherfucking B on Pam.
It's silent. I graduated. Let me stop acting like.
I was so offended.
Okay, well,
I might say something off the wall, but okay.
We'll call her Pam.
No, it's Pam. It's Pam now.
Yeah.
Pam, like a lamb. Her name is Pam. Let's go.
Don't nobody name their kids that. Please don't. Like, if y'all take anything away from this, do not name your kids Pamba.
And never question somebody that they would say that somebody's name is Pam.
It's Pam. We'll go with Pam then. Well, anyway, so she met Michael, and at the time, Michael had a girlfriend named Caitlin West. A few months later, Pam, she got kicked out of her house. If you know how teenagers is. I said she was 16, right?
Yes.
Okay, so she done got kicked out. So she decided that she was gonna stay with Michael and Caitlin. Michael owned a studio, and he called the studio Polecats. And the address
message.
So in the address that it gave the address that the Polecats was registered under, but it was advertised as a dance studio and a VIP event venue.
Yeah, you can get some very important treatment because you're a very important person. You know, I ain't going to what was the name of the motel? It was the
In-town suites.
The in-town suites. We can't do the in-town suites. Be hot.
So but if you register your own studio,
I got my own spot.
It's less
you know
attention.
What I'm saying? That's because
I was thinking.
Yeah, because
he was thinking. He on his P's and Q's.
From what it sounds like, he's been like 10, 15, almost 20 years in this pimping.
Pimping since been pimping.
Yeah, this not baby powder. This, you know what I'm saying? This real deal pimping.
Well, Pam testified that Michael, he pressured her into sex work. And one day...
Didn't I say that with the other girl about the $100? That he was trying to train her into sex work?
That one ain't fall for it, but this one is a little bit different. Pam is a little bit different. So one day, Caitlin is his girlfriend. So he done sent Caitlin out on probably some bullshit. I need you to go get something or whatever. So she left. And Pam is like, I have a headache. I have a headache. Can you get me an aspirin? But he didn't give her aspirin. He gave her Xanax.
So Pam stay with them?
Yeah, remember she got kicked out. So now she stayed with Michael and Caitlin. Because she ultimately, her mama, I want to say it's her mama, her guardian, or whoever was like, you know what? You want to be grown? Get the fuck out.
One thing in every episode that you done had me in, there's a point where, in my opinion, and this is all in hindsight, but there's always somebody that's like, why the fuck didn't you do or say something? Caitlin.
Well, Caitlin
you
is a young girl herself. Apparently she was over 18, but she had to be really young. Caitlin is not that old, her damn self. Because if you thinking, I mean, you have to do the math, but if you born in 1965 and it's 2018, he ain't young at all. He old as fuck. And you got these little girls that's...
Sounds like 53.
Old as fuck. I don't know, because 65 is my mama age. And I know how old she is now. So, as a matter of fact, I probably could do the math my goddamn self, because, in all honesty, he would be about 61 right now. So, 2018, what we taking it back? Less than 10 years. 8 years. If he's 61... yeah. Hey, I'm gonna leave y'all to do the math. I mean, I don't say this in the beginning, but I assume that before you listen to these stories, that you go ahead and pour you something to drink, because you're gonna need something to get through it. Wine, water. If it's nighttime, in the daytime, pour your mimosa. But
some people trying to listen to this while they at work, they can't drink. So get you some coffee. Get your favorite energy drink.
That's fine. We could do that too.
Like, do what you got to do. But I'm not going to encourage you to drink, because if you got a job and you own it, keep it, because I can't pay your bills.
At all. Period. Not even close.
So let's get back to Big Mike.
So what we were saying about, basically with Big Mike, what he did was he sent Caitlin out. And while she was out, she asked for an aspirin. And he didn't give her an aspirin. He gave her Xanax instead. He covered all the cameras. And he raped her. After that, he put a knife to her throat and told her that if she told anybody, he would kill her. Now, after this incident, she was trafficked for about 1.5 years. And most of the prostitution took place at Polecats. His entertainment dance studio.
Yeah, we knew that was coming. I guess I spoiler alert, I said that a long time ago.
Now, I don't know how old Caitlyn was, but the problem with Caitlyn was he beat her too and threatened her family, saying like he was going to kill her family if she told. He posted pictures of her online without her consent.
I'm not going to judge Caitlyn, but yeah, she was a victim too.
Yeah, he posted pictures of her online without her consent to prostitute her too. So Pam knew that Caitlyn got the same thing going on as she did. So now they both feel like, I'm a victim here.
As a young dude, this is why I never wanted to be a pimp. Like, I never wanted to be the bad guy. But there's a part of being a young black man in the era that I was raised in, it was pimps were glamorous.
I mean, you got the Snoop Dogg era with the long hair and the perm, but this ain't the kind of prostitution that you talking about. This is young girls who don't know no better.
What I'm saying is, with any of it, it's young girls, it's older women. There's an ugly side to it. And when you're a young dude, you looking at the suits, you looking at the cars, you looking at the money, and you get thrown by the glamour of it. But there's a very ugly side to it.
Definitely an ugly side.
I
don't know, because I can never see this play, like, where it's like, I don't know, where you would want to be a pimp. I can't picture you as a pimp. It just don't. It don't do like Luther hair. It don't curl all the way over.
Well,
I'm just you personally, but
me as a person, I've gone through different phases in life, and once upon a time, without even trying to be that, I've been asked to do that for people that I know.
To be a pimp.
In a sense, yes.
But these were consenting adults.
Yes.
That just wanted somebody to, maybe they, and maybe it was the wrong term. Maybe they should have asked for a manager. Because pimp might not have been it.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to manage you like that.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you turned down the pimping, so I know you turned down the management.
I'm not trying to, I don't even want to go in the medical field. I don't even want to be responsible for your medical well-being. You got to understand, that's a lot of responsibility. And I tip my hat to anybody who do that. But I'm not trying to be responsible. I'm not perfect. I will make a mistake here or there.
You manage.
So I need to have the type of job. I need to have something where I'm afforded some mistakes. I'm going to be above average, but I ain't going to be perfect. And I don't want to have a bad day.
At this point, we manage cashiers. We don't manage hoes. That ain't what we're doing. But moving right along, Pam did get her a dude. She got her a nigga. Well, he wasn't no nigga, but she got her somebody. She started dating a guy named Gabe.
Poor little Gabe.
After Hurricane Michael, which I believe Hurricane Michael is the hurricane that hit the West Coast and it tore up.
Mm-hmm. That was a pretty bad hurricane for them.
It tore up like Port Charlotte in that area because they ended up in that area. Basically, after Hurricane Michael, her and Michael, it hit their home. It like tore their house up. So Michael, Caitlyn, Pam, and Gabe, they evacuated to Biloxi, Mississippi, and they stayed there for about a month and a half. Now, after they stayed there for a little bit, this was in 2019. So after that, they went to Panama City. They went back to Panama City. And when they got back, Gabe, her new boo, he stayed with Michael, Caitlyn, and Pam for a little bit. But almost every day, Michael threatened Gabe, saying that he would end him and his whole family if he told anybody what he had going on. Because he a pimp out here in these streets. He can't have nobody in his business. Just like me, I don't be in nobody's business. I just tell the stories.
You better not tell me you gonna kill me, because and everybody that I care about.
That's what he told him almost every day.
And then you gonna lay down and sleep peacefully in the house that I sleep in.
So what ended up happening is Gabe eventually moved back in with his mama, and his stepdaddy. His mama name was Jenna, and he moved in with his stepdaddy Danny and his sister Lexi. So it was Jenna the mama, the stepdaddy named Danny, and then his sister name was Lexi. Now at some point, Gabe's friends Brentley and Isaac, they also had lost their home in Hurricane Michael, so they moved into the house also. Michael and Caitlin, they used to take Pam over to the house so she could chill with Gabe. So they know everything about the house and whatnot. Now, sometime in mid-February 2019, Pam, Caitlin, and Michael, they had a rented storage unit. So they went to the storage unit to get some of their belongings. At the storage unit, Michael and Caitlin, they got into this serious argument. And Pam. And they told Pam, look, you need to figure it out. So you either gonna stay over here with us, or you gonna stay over there with Gabe and his peoples. This is the argument. So Pam is like, you know what? I'm gonna stay with Gabe and his people. So Michael like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll fall back. I ain't got nothing to say. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. Shortly after that, she moved in with Gabe and his people. The problem is, now that Pam at Gabe's house and she done got comfortable, now she talking a little bit more. You know, things coming to light. After she gets to talking, she tells one of her friends, and one of her friends go to Panama police and tell them, hey, I know of a juvenile runaway who's living with an adult. Now, because she done told the police this, they automatically opened a case with DCF. And DCF, around that time, they got their case going, but she also got comfortable. Pam also got comfortable enough to tell Gabe's mom, Jenna, about all the prostitution and whatnot that she been doing with Michael. And then finally, you know, after some coercion, Pam agrees that, hey, you know what? I'm going to let the police know what's been going on. She agreed to file charges against Michael, and an arrest warrant was issued. So police found out that Michael had an upcoming court date for 2 unrelated criminal cases. So they was like, you know what? We're just serving while he in court. They came up with a master plan.
I mean, it really ain't no master plan. Ain't no hard thinking. You know where to catch them. But okay, so that's their little to-do.
Yeah, right.
But you ain't think hard. That ain't no master plan.
That's the master plan.
I know.
You know
they feel like they did something. We got you now, buddy.
That's what it is.
I know that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know they felt like they did it.
That's how they felt.
But no.
So now it's April 2019. Michael is in court. In court, the prosecutor is like, there's an active warrant for sexual battery on a victim under 18. Michael looked up like, what the fuck? The judge told him to wait, and he was like, you know what, we're gonna recess court for a few minutes so I can check in, so I can see what they're talking about. So now the court reconvenes, and guess where Michael at? Michael done hauled ass. He ain't nowhere in the courtroom. He heard it was an active warrant. Michael was gone. They ain't seen that nigga since. No, I'm just playing. But he hauled ass. He's a runner. He's a track star. So that same day after Michael heard that, him and Caitlin, they done fled. They hauled ass. But yeah, Michael ain't too smart. Listen, so this is what he did. He borrowed somebody Ford Escape. Then he went over to Dothan, Alabama, and got the windows tinted on the Ford Escape. Then he went and bought 2 untraceable phones. When he got 2 track phones. And he bought some black sweatpants and a black hoodie. And he told Caitlin, I'll do what I gotta do. No witness, no case. Tracking showed that they traveled between Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. And the final cell ping was in Pine Mountain, Georgia. The ultimate thing, I know what y'all want to know. What is the plan? Like, what does he plan on doing? The main plan is he finna kill Pam. Now, police put a B, what it is, the bolo, be on the lookout. They put that out for him. Now, Danny and Jenna, that's Gabe, mama, and stepdaddy. They requested extra patrols at their house. Police was already kind of doing that, but they asked, hey, we need y'all to patrol a little bit more. And police was also working with DCF and Pam. They wanted to get her in a safer place because, that's really not safe. Michael and them done dropped you off how many times at this house? They know this house. So, but the problem with Pam is she don't want to leave Gabe. You know, DCF ain't got but so much dollars. They'll relocate Pam, but Gabe too?
I ain't talking about DCF. Can I rewind and backtrack? Where is Pam and Caitlin's mama and daddy?
They didn't say.
They all need to go to jail. Every last one of them.
You don't
even know where your baby at.
You don't even know want to be grown.
You can want to be grown, but I need to know where the fuck you at.
And
you
DCF
could be wanting you.
Out. They had to. DCF had to reach out.
Man,
they always do. Where your mama? They need to
go to jail.
You can't. If you have an unruly child, and I done tried.
I can have an unruly child,
possible.
and they can have a bad weekend, and some unfortunate events come through. What you talking about is some shit over the course of time. You get where I'm going? Where as a parent, I'm finna put the police on Big Mike ass, or I'm finna fuck Big Mike ass up.
Because you are a real parent.
I'm a parent. And okay, if you take your tired ass to jail.
But what if I exhausted my resources?
You can get a whole lot of sleep behind the wall. Take your ass to jail with your tired ass.
So what do I do if I have exhausted my resources? I've done everything that I can to get Pam to be a fucking teenager and not out here trying to be a grown ass woman and she want to go.
You got a good case to fight in court. The system be like, she came to us and it was nothing that she could do. But right now, you ain't told me nothing about none of these children's parents.
No, not at all.
So they all need to go to jail. Fuck them.
Well,
that's the problem. Parents ain't involved.
Well, the thing is, as of 2019, this was April 4th, 2019. This is what ended up happening. Michael returned to Panama City. Security cameras caught the vehicle that he was in, you know, the Ford Escape, near the house of all these people that I said, you know, Jenna and Danny and Pam and I forget the daughter's name. Like Isaac and all these people, they caught the vehicle near their house. So he and an accomplice, they used this pizza delivery thing. So they knocked on the door. Danny answered. That's the stepdaddy. And they was like, hey, yeah, we got a pizza delivery. Danny like, ain't nobody ordering no pizza. He tried to close the door, and they forced the door open. They pulled the gun and held it to Danny's chin. Now, when the dude held the gun to Danny's chin, the face covering that they had on, it slipped. And Danny recognized Michael's voice. He said it was a very distinctive voice. At this time, Danny yells, run! So Michael snatched the phone out of Danny's hand and shot Danny in the neck. Danny didn't pass away, fortunately. He crawled next door for help and he identified Michael. But things go on because shots ran out in the back. Remember, Danny and Gabe got a little sister named Lexi. Lexi was shot in the back of the head and she ultimately passed away. Isaac, remember that's the friend whose house got messed up too. He was shot in the back. Danny, that crawled to the neighbor's house, the stepdaddy, he survived. Gabe, he survived. Pam wasn't shot. She managed to hide. And Jenna, the mama, she was at work. So she wasn't even there. They found a 380 shell casings, 345 shell casings also. Now, the problem with that is Michael owned guns that he owned a 380. He owned a 45. And then they later found a 380 in the bushes of the neighbors. Now, the accomplice that was with him, because remember, he wasn't by himself. They described him as a tall, skinny black man, but they still don't know who this was. He's not in custody. He's unidentified at this point. And the state argued that, so the thing is, Michael didn't shoot anybody during this attempt. The accomplice shot Lexi because Lexi had red hair and so did Pam. So he confused Lexi and Pam. He meant to shoot Pam, but he shot Lexi instead because they had the same color hair. This was the accomplice. It wasn't even Michael. But Michael was involved, you know, with the whole setup and everything like that. But of course, they didn't catch Michael that night. They caught him on April the 5th, 2019. It was the U.S. Marshals. And what was he wearing? A black hoodie, a woman's wig, and he was driving that goddamn Ford Escape. And Bay County said enough is enough. They got his ass and hauled his ass right on in. No, naturally, he goes to court, and he had this time. So on September 13th, 2023, he's convicted of first-degree murder and armed burglary. On January 18, 2024, he's sentenced to death. He also received a life sentence plus 25 years mandatory minimum, which is roughly 100 additional years. His defense argued that Florida's new 8-4 jury recommendation law violated his ex post facto protections, but the Florida Supreme Court disagreed. They ruled that the change was procedural. The punishment, death or life, remained the same. The court also ruled the sex trafficking evidence was inextricably intertwined with the motive. Now, you know, Michael got some shit to say because he ain't going down without a fight. I mean, he a pimp. He got, pimps always got some shit
I want to see if he got a little rhyme or something.
He said, I forgive this family for accusing me of something I didn't do. It is very callous to want an innocent man to go to prison for something they know I didn't do. That's what he said. I'm just a messenger.
He used the T.I. word. I wasn't expecting that.
Callous.
He was a good pimp. He was confusing his chicks. And they was like 15, 16 years old. They was confused as hell. You used the SAT word on them. And they dropouts?
They dropouts. Because...
And you dropping SAT words?
SAT.
Man.
ATT.
That's pimping at his finest. Expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? We getting there real quick.
Callous.
What? Can you use it in a sentence, please? That's what they hit you with. You know what I'm saying? Like we at the fucking spelling bee. Can you use it in a sentence? What? You don't know what callous is?
So Michael trying to say, basically, without all the legal jargon, I didn't even kill nobody. Why the fuck am I sentenced to death? But when they looking back look at your record, bruh. You did this shit.
I got a homeboy. He was telling me he was locked up with a dude and he was facing 30 years off of a habitual offender for boosting his petty theft.
So he just out here stealing goddamn socks and they giving him 30 years for stealing socks.
If you get caught so many times doing the same thing, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't learned your lesson.
Like, you went to jail for this 30 times, and the amount of value that you went to jail for never added up to grand theft. And you go do your life in prison. Like,
that's rough.
I ain't saying something is better than the other, but come on. You gotta be a fucking dummy.
I mean, definitely.
So, our school system gotta get better, man. It's a lot of dumbass people out here. Yes. I'm gonna blame the school system first. I'm gonna blame the parents, and then I'm gonna blame the school system.
The teachers, y'all ain't doing like they say y'all be doing.
Because what was Big Mike mama name? Because we know Big Willie. That was his stepdaddy, right?
Where was you at? We gotta go. Big Willie was his sister's husband. That was his brother-in-law.
That's who raised him, because Big
after
Mike,
his mama died when he was 14.
And his daddy died. I was here. But
I remember those words.
Sometimes I float off. You know what I'm saying? But I'm back.
I remember them.
I remember those words too, but I had lost them for a minute, but they came back to me.
That was the Big Willie and Wanda. They was the sister and the brother.
Yeah, they was.
But he was 14 when he went with them.
Poor little Big Mike.
Not poor little Big Mike. He was a rapist.
Like,
and a pimp.
All right. I don't know how I can help you justify being a rapist, my dude. So that one you got to stand on your own on. I ain't with you on that. Messing with little kids, I don't know how you could justify that to me. It's certain things you may feel there's justifiable murder, right? There's a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? I beat this dude ass because I felt threatened in this moment, or this person assaulted me, and now, when we walk away from this situation, even though they assaulted me first, he Willie Lump and I'm not.
I
you know what I'm saying? And in today's world, they call it fuck around and find out. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just look like this.
They don't even know what you look like.
That's anybody in the world. Don't just run up on somebody thinking that you got something that's sweet. You don't know what you looking at. They just look like that. Period. The same way I just look like this. Don't run up on somebody. They might pop your top.
Clock it.
They might put them bims on your ass.
Clock it.
So, you know what I'm saying? You don't know. You don't know what kind of day I'm having. And I don't know what kind of day you having. So I ain't trying to run up on you like that. I'm trying to get home because I got to deal with my own bullshit. And I'm going to tell you right now, I got a fucked up life. And if you get in my way of me trying to get to my kids or get home or get to work, you might get fucked up in a very bad way.
So basically, even with Michael, if we go down the timeline, you got you a Gemini, a registered sex offender, a Army sergeant turns trafficker.
Don't put that shit on Gemini. Like, Mike just weird and fucked up.
It's a lot of fucked up weird Gemini.
He had some... Don't do that.
I'm not grouping them all together because not all of them are serial killers and crazy people, but
don't do that.
It's a large percentage of them that are, if you do the math and the research.
There's a large percentage of serial killers and rapists that are Geminis?
Yes. We'll look that up later.
Okay.
When we get off. Now, he owned the studio, courthouse runner. He done ran from, he's a runner, he's a track star. He done tried to deliver this pizza, killed somebody, 1 dead, 3 injured. He done tinted this getaway car, borrowed a ride, 2 burner phones, black hoodie, weird disguise, no witness, no case. Now, and the crazy thing is, after all of this, he's still talking about he innocent.
He guilty. And them parents guilty too.
And the jury said otherwise. And ain't nobody, we don't forget. We not gonna forget. This Florida, we ain't finna forget.
No,
we already know what's going on.
But like, we as a country, as a people, gotta start having more motherfucking accountability, man. God damn.
Why they letting Epstein off and his people off? So
no,
they ain't gonna try?
They didn't let Epstein off. They killed him. Talking about a suicide. Now what they're doing is everybody else is getting off.
That's what I'm saying. So why not try?
I agree with you, but I just want to make that point that Epstein didn't get off. He ain't getting off. He got murked.
Right. But why not try it? These people saying they can try it. If they gonna try it, then shoot, I can try it. But so basically what you saying is cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Yes. I'm a black man. If you can't tell from this podcast, I'm a black man. And I can't do what Jeffrey Epstein could fucking do.
At all.
I can't even jaywalk. You got me fucked up.
You got a ticket for jaywalk?
I will. No, I go to the light and I press the button.
Yeah, I ain't walking across the street.
I ain't never seen drugs in my life unless it was on TV. You have some people who have to live with what they went through from Big Mike ad.
As a matter of fact, Danny, that crawled next door,
you get what I'm saying?
He had to have, I forget how many surgeries.
Sometimes
it was
dying,
like over 20 surgeries.
Sometimes dying is the easy way out. It ain't supposed to be pretty. But goddamn, they got tormented. It is what it is. You know, that's what it is. Florida ain't sweet. Got all the donkeys of the day. We got the crazy man, Florida man. You know, Florida get this whole negative connotation. It gets a very negative connotation to the point where everybody wants to come visit here just because of how crazy they think they can come here and get. When they don't know, you can come here on vacation and leave on probation.
Well, we'll get into the part where I basically got to let y'all know if you have a case suggestion and they are black and they are from Florida, you can email us at floridaainsweet@gmail.com. We're also on Apple. We're on Spotify. We are on YouTube. We're on TikTok. All of it at Florida Ain't Sweet. And we're also on Instagram at Florida Ain't Sweet Pod. Remember, you can find us on any of those social media platforms. And be sure to be tuned in each and every week so you can hear new episodes. And we're going to keep you updated.
Y'all be sure to follow me on social media, man. It's all swell with Dale, man. I'm telling you, it's live.
You don't even have a social media that says it's all swell with them.
Yes, I do.
Do not go looking for it. It's not there.
Yes,
it's not there. And if it is, it's probably so private, it take goddamn FBI director to get into the shit. All right, so that's another one. Where the sunshine don't blind us and the streets don't lie. It's real heat in these streets, cause Florida ain't sweet.
Ooh, bitch. Let's go. Back page asshole. $20 for the low. $30 for 2 hours. I don't even think that bitch jumped in the shower. Back page asshole. $20 for the low.